Well, reading is also really fundamental in our family too, as
Yeah.
well. When we would put our kids to bed, that's something that we would do
It's
on
so
a
good.
nightly basis. It is, it really is. And it's such a fundamental part of education as well. And it's something that everyone really should be able to enjoy. And that's also something that the Idaho Commission for Libraries believes. You know, they have the most incredible service. I cannot wait to share it with you all. It's called TBS, or Talking Book Service. And it's a library service that loans audiobooks and magazines at no cost at all to
Very
any
cool.
Idaho resident. Incredibly cool. And this is for any Idaho resident who's blind, has low vision, or is unable to read standard print due to a visual impairment or a physical disability. So recently I had the pleasure to sit down and chat with Leanne Gelski from the Talking Book Service to learn more. Check this out. So what is the Idaho Talking Book Service?
TBS is a library service that offers audiobooks and magazines at no cost to any resident in the state of Idaho that is blind, low vision, or unable to read standard print as a result of a visual impairment or a physical disability.
Wow, no cost. That's absolutely fantastic. And I understand too that this service is really convenient.
It is convenient. The player arrives and it also comes with a cartridge that fits into the player. There are book titles that are on here or magazines, and it inserts easily into the player.
Great, and I understand too that these cartridges can handle holding a number of different titles, right?
There are over 100,000 titles that are available in fiction and nonfiction to our patrons, so there's a lot to keep them engaged and with lots to read, and it does hold more than one title at a time, and the items check out for over for 6 months.
6 months, okay, so you got plenty of time to get through the material. And two, what I love about this, because this is actually the player, correct?
It is.
All right, so this is something that has a lot of really large buttons that's really easy to manage. As you mentioned, you got your cartridge right here that goes in there really easily. But let's take a look at these blue cases. What are these blue cases? Is this how it arrives in the mail?
Yes, so the cartridges, or the titles come in this cartridge. It's very convenient for our patrons because there are large buttons that are distinctively shaped, which makes it easy for a patron to determine where the play and stop buttons are located, for instance. And then the cartridge comes with a mailing label, and the mailing label, once they receive it and when they're finished, then they just flip that over and they put it back into the same slot that it was in, and then it is returned to us via the United States Postal Service. It's marked free matter for the blind, so there is no charge to return it.
Great, so it goes back to that no cost, top to bottom.
Yes.
So you get it in the mail for free, the service itself is free, and then also when you return it, it's free.
Yes.
Okay, you'd already mentioned 100,000 different titles, but that's not all, because there's also magazines and all kinds of great things. Let's talk about the different options that people have when it comes to what they can, the wonderful stories that they get to experience.
So we also, there's 100,000 titles, as I said before, in both fiction and nonfiction, and over 70 magazines that are available. We also record books in studio. Our volunteers do that. And so they record things that have an Idaho theme or an Idaho connection. And those are available because we do record them. They're not available through NLS, so otherwise they wouldn't be able to receive those titles.
Oh wow, so they're special. They're kind of
Yes.
customized, and this is the only place you can actually hear that. And I love the source of Idaho pride, right? Just another great opportunity to kind of celebrate our state. All right, and another part of the Idaho Talking Book Service that I thought was really great for our patrons is how the service, it can actually be set up to meet people's needs. It's pretty customizable, and when someone does that, they're actually working with folks right here in Idaho.
Yes, so our customer service representatives are available to a patron or to their family members to be able to help them with title selection, authors, genres that they like. They can increase or decrease the amount of titles that they receive on a cartridge or resolve any issues that may come up, which is very helpful. And the customer service representatives can even offer a book recommendation. We do that too, so that's great.
Yeah, so there's someone here to help them navigate the system. And again, you can go back to whatever that specific person needs. And there's also some other really unique features too when it comes to this program.
There is a battery inside of it that is rechargeable, so patrons can take it with them, either outside or if they're traveling, wherever they might be roaming. We can also, if someone maybe is a snowbird and leaves for the winter, we can also send it to them wherever they're at.
Great.
And then when they come back, they receive their materials at their location here in Idaho.
Wonderful. Okay, so if they have a plan to leave the state, you can mail it to them out of state as well, as long as they're returning, and then they can return it when they get home.
Yes.
That's perfect. All right, so I imagine there's a number of people watching right now that are very interested in this program, would love to take advantage of it, but they're just not certain. Do you have any suggestions for them?
Well, they could start by visiting their local public library. They could take a look at it in person or even ask for a demo from a library staff member. There are brochures and bookmarks at each public library location here in the state. And they can come on by our office. We are open here in Boise from 8 to 5 on weekdays. 8 to 5 Mountain Time if someone's in North Idaho. I know they're on a different time up there. And they're always welcome to give us a call or stop by. We'd love to see everyone.
Great, and I know they can also call the number 2 that's at the bottom of our screen.
Yes.
Been sharing it with you throughout this conversation. Highly suggest that you call, check this out. Such an incredible resource that we have here in our state. Thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you.